I've got Velvet 85 on here, and Velvet 85 is really terrific because it's probably the sharpest lens I've ever used, and it's also got that velvety glow when you open the aperture wide open. And so when I open the aperture to f1.8, I get this soft, the velvety look, the glow around the edges of things. But when I look closely at the photograph on the computer, it's still sharp and crisp, just with this ethereal, emotional kind of glow to it. I love that. But then if I just stop down to about f4, maybe f5.6, that glow is virtually gone, and I'm simply using one of the sharpest lenses on the planet. And so I like to do both. I mean, why not? I mean, it's just like using color and black and white. Both are available to me, so I'll make both right now. Now, when I close down the aperture to f11, I'm letting a lot less light come into the camera, so I need a longer shutter speed to expose the photograph. I'm down to 1/10 of a second right now, which is pretty slow. Normally, my tripod takes care of that for me. It's a stable platform that's not wobbling around, so even a slow shutter speed is okay. However, in this case, I've got my tripod mounted on a pile of mulch. It's wood chips. It's not like a stable platform. Plus, I've lifted the center column up a little bit, which makes it just a little bit wobbly on top. Combined with the loose ground, it's not stable when I push the button. So when I push the button, it's wobbling. I may not be able to see that wobble in the photograph I just made, but when I get back on the computer, it's going to be very clear that this photo is blurry, and it's motion blur. It's not because the camera is out of focus. It's not because the lens is out of focus. It's because the camera is moving. So to mitigate that, I'm going to switch it and use the 2-second timer to make my photograph. I'll press the button, which will make the camera wobble, but while the timer is going off, it'll stop wobbling and then take the picture, and I'll end up with a nice sharp photograph. There we go. Yeah, that's much sharper than the one I did without the timer.